Yes, guys, thank you for listening to another episode of the Daily Dose podcast. Today we have yet another very special guest. This guy has come up through the No Coast scene and has become a big fan favourite over there. He's been someone that I've been following now for quite a few years, and he's going from strength to strength with every battle. Ro, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
All good, man. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just hanging in there.
Yeah, I think we're all in the same boat there, man. But I appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you for taking the time to jump
No
on the
problem.
show. And I mean, jumping straight into the questions with yourself, like, how was it that you got into battle rap personally?
So I would say I personally got into battle rap I was 18, so I'm 28 now. Uh, and one of my friends at the time showed me we had like this on demand, like we could watch random videos on your TV provider. And they had like a random, really old, I don't think it was Grind Time, but it was Hami Ham versus Cyanide. And that was the first battle I ever watched. And I have an addictive personality, so I got hooked. And then I watched all of WRC and anything I could find, I just got obsessed with.
Nice, man. And so with yourself, like, if I'm honest, it happens with a lot of the No Coast battlers. So for me personally, I didn't really get fully into No Coast until probably about late 2016.
Okay.
I'd kind of seen the odd battle here and there, like the T-Rex versus G-Soldier battle and things like that.
Yep.
But it was more, I got more into it after some of the British guys came over there. So like Kinnell, Mickey Worthless, Mackenzie, Bowski,
Yep.
people like that. So the first battle that I ever saw of yours was the Wise Dumb battle.
Oh, me and Wiz? Yeah.
Yeah, which was, to me, like, the UK is kind of well known for having a lot of left field battlers. So
Yeah.
No Coast was just kind of a natural fit, I guess. I love that battle. But looking back through some of the older battles that happened beforehand that I missed, you started battling around about 2015, is that correct?
Yeah, so I had my first official battle with No Coast was against T Reese, but I had two battles before that never got dropped that were all around the same time as well.
Right, okay. That makes sense. But what kind of led to you wanting to jump in the ring and give it a go then?
I was just a super fan, man. I was just super obsessed with battling. And like I said, I started watching battling way before I even wanted to do it. So I knew I could, and I knew there was something that I kind of had to do because I was so in love with it, enamored with it. So I was just like, why not try it?
Nice. I like it, man. And yeah, I mean, you've been very active since that point as well. There's been a ton of battles to go back through. You must have done roughly about 20 battles now. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's about that number. I've kind of lost track at this point, man. It's tough to keep up.
I can imagine. But I mean, No Coast is, as far as I'm aware, so the only battles that I was able to find online are they're all on No Coast except for the Bill Blaze battle. No, sorry, the Kool-Aid battle, wasn't it? Which was on Bill
There's one
Blaze's league.
more. Yeah, I'm shout out to ECCM now, No Coast New England. But I love everything about them and what they do with just their league in general. So I've battled twice on there, but my verse tracker doesn't have me versus Memo, and that's probably one of my favorite battles that I've ever done. It's such a classic between us and a really good battle.
Nice. Yeah, man, I like that battle as well. So, yeah, big Memo fan too, as well as yourself. So it was good
Same.
to see you two go ahead. But like with yourself then, so on that subject, like out of the battles that you have done now, what would you say stands out as your like personal favorite?
My personal favorite. I know my personal favorite round is my second round against Bill Blaze. I just love the writing. I have like, and like the situation to that battle is insane. We got pushed back like the entire night. We kept on getting told that like we got 15 more minutes and 30 more minutes. Became a shit show kind of. And then by the time we actually got to be able to battle, halfway through my second round, they opened up the club doors and like people started pouring in and like the sound got super loud. So it was just a weird experience, but also like probably one of my favorites.
Nice. Yeah, I do really like that battle. I'm a big fan of Bill too. Like, I love the whole ECCM movement. So exciting venture for them becoming No Coast New England, right?
I can't wait, man. That's so awesome. Like, I'm so happy for them, and it's such a good move, and they're only going to put on great product from here on out. So it's cool.
Definitely. And I had a conversation earlier today actually with Matt McCann, another like
Yeah,
figurehead behind the scenes there, and I mentioned to him there's a battle including yourself that I'd really like to see at some point over there in the near future. Um, I don't know if you're aware of him or not, but I'd really like to see you versus Bacon happen over there.
you might get your wish, man. You might get your wish.
I like that. I think you two would match up really well.
Yeah, that's my homie. Me and Bacon are really cool. After my memo battle, I saw him battle Orlando Coolidge on the same night, and instantly I was impressed. And I told him we have to battle, so it will happen. I just don't know when. It will
Nice.
happen though.
Yeah, I like that, man. Yeah, everything's a bit uncertain at the moment, isn't it? But
True. I had some really cool stuff lined up too, man. I have really cool stuff,
I can imagine.
especially with the opening of No Coast UK and all of that. So I was kind of hoping for something cool this year.
Yeah, no, I can imagine, man. And it'd be great to see you out here too. Like, I think your style would go down very well in the UK. So
Thank you,
I'm
man. It's gonna happen. Like it may not be this year, but it will happen for sure. I'll be out there in the UK.
nice. Yeah, I like that, man. That'll be good to see. I'm very excited for the No Coast UK division as well. But
Me too. I can't wait. It's so cool, man. Like Mickey and Boski and everyone who's came over from there, it's just been so supportive and like awesome. And they're like King of the Ronalds is so much like No Coast, so it's like it's only fitting.
definitely, I completely agree. And I think the UK scene has missed King of the Ronalds over the last few years as well. So
True.
I think they've only had one or two events in the last maybe 3 years. So it'll
Yeah.
be good to see those guys doing that again. It's one of my favourite leagues, to be fair. So,
They're so fun, man. They're so fun.
like with yourself, do you have kind of a least favourite battle? Is there any that you don't tend to watch back or that you're not a fan of?
Yep. Me against Hungary. Me against Hungary. It's super funny because like I was just looking the other day, and it's all my battles that I seem to get beat really bad are the ones that do really good view wise. But yeah, me against Hungary is one I don't watch. I made a very stupid decision in my third round to talk about something that I thought was clever. It just didn't pan out in my favor, and a lot of people got mad at it for it. But you wouldn't have gotten like me against Wisdom, me against Dustin Dave, me against Copacetic and the caliber that I like wanted to if I didn't take that loss. So it was actually very like important and like I needed that in my battle rap career.
Sure. And I mean, Hungary was still quite early on, really, wasn't it? It was like
Yeah.
maybe your fourth or fifth battle or something along those lines. And
Yeah, I would say so. It was pretty early in.
there's also no shame to taking a loss to that guy because he is
He's
fucking
good, man.
very slept on. But
I would
yeah,
like to run it back, especially now because of how much better I've gotten. I think it'd be a lot different battle.
sure. No, I get that definitely. I'd be an interesting rematch to see, man. But
True.
like with all of the events that you've been to now, what would you say stands out for you as like the best battle that you've seen live?
Oh, best battle that I've seen live. You know, I would say most likely it'd have to be the title match between Biscuit and Human was very good, and that was just recently.
Mm,
Very, very good title match. But the title match between XQZ and Lou Cipher was amazing.
yeah,
Super good match. Those guys are like so good, man. They're just like they just get it. They're kind of meant for this stuff.
definitely. I agree. And I mean, it probably the only challenge that XQZ really stood up against as champ as well, in my opinion.
True. It was his toughest match by far. I personally had Lou winning even, but that was such a good battle, like back and forth, that it was tough for him, man. He really had to fight back. But he's so good at that. Like when you think he's going to lose, he finds a way to do something to just like put himself ahead and by a large margin. It's kind of scary.
Definitely. Yeah, agreed. It's great battle. So it's a very good shout. And yeah, like you said, the most recent title match was really good too. Like for me
Very good.
personally, I think I've got a bit of a different view to everybody else, but a lot of people are saying it's like a 2-1 either way kind of thing. For me, I thought Human took it 3-0. I thought he took it really convincingly.
I'm so biased because Human is so like that's my boy, but that's definitely a battle that I'd have to watch over and over again to get. Like I'm so lucky I didn't have to judge. I was just lucky I survived Lex that night, so I was just like out of it in general. But man, that's such a tough decision to have to make, especially when
Yeah,
it's that close.
definitely. For me though, like I really like Mr. Biscuit and I like his stuff in that battle, but I find going with the kind of purposely like ironic bad bars that Biscuit came with, especially in the first round, is just it's a strange approach for a title match, and you're just not going to win with that.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Exactly.
Human is incredible. He's one of my favorites right now. To be
He's
fair,
so good, man. He's so good. He's so fun to watch. And he's so fun to just chill with. That's the coolest part about just No Coast and the people in No Coast in general is like, yeah, it's fun to go and battle and we're all battlers, but like all of us take these No Coast battles just because we want to hang out with each other and we're all friends. Like
yeah,
that's the real reason. We just like we like to party and like have a good time and then like battle rap happens to be in between that.
that's kind of why I've become such a big fan of the league as well, man. Like No Coast, I Battle, King of the Dots, like Vancouver and Northwest scene, like they all just come across as they're not like a regular battle event. It's more like a big party with battles happening.
Exactly. Exactly, man. It's so fun. It's so fun.
Definitely, yeah, I'm a big fan, man. But like with yourself, then, so you've battled on every no coast division so far. Is that correct? Well, obviously apart from the UK one, but you've battled on all the
Yeah.
divisions. Is that right?
Yep.
And
Yeah. And I will battle on the UK one. That will change. That will definitely change.
definitely, but what's your favorite city to battle in at the moment then?
Oh, so I've always had this like home bias to Columbia, Missouri. And they don't do that's apparently that is where No Coast originally started. It was on the campus of the zoo, which is University of Missouri, I think. And it's just a super small collegey town, but it's so dope. I love everything about it. It like even though the first time I went there, Kelly Betts, who was running it at the time, had me walking from like place to place right after I got off a 19-hour bus ride. It was not fun, but I love everything about that town. It's so fun. It's the same environment that we have at these no coast like events, but like everywhere. Like it's just a giant party all the time. So I like it. It's super chill. That's my favorite place.
Nice. Yeah, I can imagine, man. And it's like you live kind of just outside Minneapolis. Is that correct?
Yeah, I technically don't live in St. Paul either. I live just outside of both, about like 30 minutes from Minneapolis, about like 10, 15 minutes from St. Paul, and like a little suburb.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. But like, what's the Minneapolis scene like as a whole?
For music, it's so huge. Like it has so like a vibrant because we have like rhyme sayers with atmosphere and all that stuff. So we have a really good hip hop culture already embedded in Minneapolis. And then for the battle scene, I feel like it's slowly kind of gotten less and less. There's only two major leagues now with us and Manslaughter are the only two left. But besides us, we still throw events like every other month, or we did at the time when everything was going. Um,
Nice.
but I would say the scene doesn't have a whole lot here, but since I'm part of No Coast, it always feels like I have something going on because I'm always traveling. I barely actually battle in my own hometown, so it's kind of weird.
That's fair enough, man. But yeah, I really want to get over to an event in Minneapolis at some point soon. Like
Dude, we'd love to have you out here, man. It'd be awesome. If you need a place to stay, I'm always the one holding up rappers and stuff too. You can stay with me if you needed a place, man.
yeah, I've heard Mackenzie crashed with you for a while, right?
Yeah, he stayed with me. Oh man, that was at the me against Wisdom battle, night one. He stayed with me, and then he stayed with everybody else at Airbnb, which was insane. Um, yeah, he's so cool too. I just did his. Um, he's doing a live stream battles with Iron Bars, and I just did a battle for him against MC Lean yesterday.
Yeah, I did see that advertised. I missed the stream, unfortunately, but I look forward to watching that when that drops. That'll be great. But like, yeah, I've always wanted to come to Minneapolis anyway. I've got some friends that have opened like a brewery in Minneapolis, so
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's so popular here too.
yeah. Well, it's outside Minneapolis actually. I think it's called Monticello.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, they've opened like a microbrewery type thing there, so I want to come
That's
and
what's
visit
up.
them at some point. But yeah, man. But like you said, with rhyme sayers and stuff like that, like they're huge even in the UK. So there's a
Yeah.
big scene there and stuff. But I think Kelly Betts mentioned on the episode that I did with him, like their Breakneck has put on some events in like the Rhyme Sayers headquarters. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, Breakneck has had, that's my boy too. Like, he's literally messaging me right now about wrestling, guys. But, like, that is my boy. He's been doing the magic of the music thing for so long. He has so many ties and connections and stuff. It's kind of crazy. It's even crazier because I'm not much of a music guy myself. So it's like a weird thing for me for all my rapper friends because like I don't make music not much anyways, and I barely battle rap, or at least I think so myself. So I just find it so cool that all my friends are so deep in this music thing.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, Breakneck makes some great music too. I'm a big
He
fan of his. So,
does.
but yeah, man, I'm like, so apart from that though, because obviously you've not battled much outside of No Coast at the moment. Is there anywhere else that you'd like to battle personally?
Yeah, the next place for me is probably I Battle. That
Sure.
is definitely I'm such a huge fan, and obviously was just battling Lex. Um, which was so crazy in itself. I think that's just the next move. I would fit in perfect there, and I just love everything about iBattle. So I
Yeah, me
really want to
too,
do
man.
that.
That'd be good to see. And do you have an opponent in mind at all?
Yeah, I have a couple. I want to earn my stripes, but I eventually want either Nonch, Homeschool, Black Academics. Like, I definitely want one of those three guys.
Makes
As some.
sense. Yeah, Nonch is the one that kind of jumps to mind immediately, if I'm honest. That'd be good to see.
Yeah,
But
That's the one I wanted. I want that one pretty bad. I've tried to get him to come out a couple times, but things just didn't plan out. But we'll make it happen.
Nice. Yeah, I'd like to see that. He's unfortunately saying that he's no longer battling, but
that changed today.
No,
he's back.
He said to me that he's back as a fan, but not as a battler. But I think he'll change his mind pretty quickly.
He'll change it. If he's already back into the battling world, he'll be back. He can't run forever.
No, that's very true. But like something that I have been asking people is if you could pick your next 5 battles to be absolutely anyone, like who do you want to battle the most? Who would you pick as your opponents?
It's so crazy because most people I would feel like pick like these like crazy names that they've always wanted to battle, but I just pick the people that I'm giant fans of. So I want to battle Essam from Battle of the Zay, and he's battled on No Coast before. On all over, like I've always wanted to battle him. I want to battle Homeschool. I'm literally like the biggest fan of him. And what he does, even though like his like how he is so different from me, I think that'd just be a crazy battle. For bigger names, if I did have to pick one, like I'd pick Sharon, because there can only be one kid with autism who's a battler, and if I have to eliminate myself, it might as well be to him. And I'll battle Ilmac because he's my favorite, and then we'll battle Roan so he can have another third round about autism again, and I like that.
Battle Ilmac, I'm coming to see that.
Okay, Mom. And my mom wants me to battle Ilmac as well.
I like it. Yeah, definitely, man. I like that a lot. But yeah, I think that's a very good list in general, to be fair. But I think Sharon hasn't battled on No Coast yet either, right? And he's a bit of a journeyman, so I think that'd be amazing to see.
Yeah, and if they got to give him someone, might as well be the kid with autism, huh?
It's a fair point. I like it, man. But like for yourself, then, is there anyone left on No Coast for you, or do you have any aspiration towards the No Coast title or anything like that?
So when I was younger, I felt like that's all I really wanted was the No Coast title, but that's changed so much since like I just want to have fun now. So like all the battles I take have to be either really fun for me or like just make complete sense. There is one name that I do want to battle left on No Coast, and that's Black Mage. Because he's a nerd like me, and he's like super nerdy, and he's kind of taking all my spotlight, and I don't like that. So we have to battle.
Okay, yeah, I've only recently become aware of him. He's the guy that dresses as a wizard, right?
Yes, yeah, he's a wizard, and I play Magic the Gathering, so like let's sling some spells together, and we're gonna do it in rhyming form.
I like it, but yeah, I think quite a few people that I'd spoken to now have said that they want to battle him too. So he's definitely sought after in that sense. But like one of the question that I've been asking people that most people have generally said has been the most difficult to answer. But if you were promoting your own event and you had kind of unlimited funds to put the event together, what would you personally put on the card, and like what battles do you really want to see?
Oh, so one I want to see is Rowan versus Diz. Like I have a couple things. So like I would want Rowan versus Solcon actually, because then I would have the co-main event be Diz versus Locksmith, and that could be the rematch because that needs to rehappen again, especially nowadays.
Yeah, I like that.
And then I would just pay a bunch of money to get all the good rematches we never got. Get Ilmac and Pete versus Quest and Marv.
Nice.
Get that. I don't know. That is probably the toughest one to answer because you have to do a full card. and I can just start picking out names and just start throwing them together. I would even give a lot of my friends really cool battles too. Like I would give Paranormal Ezak someone's like awesome, like Big T.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
And then I would just like start like give Human someone super cool, like Remedy if they haven't battled.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that'd be great to see, actually. I'd never have thought of that.
But yeah, I would just start throwing out a bunch of names.
Nice, man. Yeah, I like it. And I mean, I had Thesaurus on the show the other day, and he did mention that I think he went on Quest McCody's podcast the night before, and they were saying that I think both teams would kind of be up for rematching as a 2-on-2. Which
I would love that, man.
Me too. Yeah, that'd be great to see. And like, I don't think Saurus and Ilmac have many plans for 2-on-2s. I think the only two that they're really interested in is maybe a Quest and Marv rematch, and then battling Shuffle T and Marlowe.
Yeah, that would be so good too. Shufflo, man, are they a great team?
Oh, amazing! Yeah, they've not battled for a long time. Shuffle T's actually just announced this week that he's going to be battling on the next big event in Ireland, which will be good to see.
Oh, sick. For Rep is Full?
Yeah, that's it. So
That's awesome.
they've announced the event's not until, I want to say, January next year, but they've announced Nugget versus Sharon.
Oof.
And they've announced that Shuffle T is battling somebody and A-Ward is battling somebody. So
wow. Another really good, like that's just a crazy good card. They're another league that has been killing it lately.
definitely, yeah, they're doing big things, to be fair. But yeah, like UK wise, then who would interest you over here?
Ooh, I want to battle someone like Cannell just because he's so goofy, and I think like it would be a fun matchup. I'll take anybody. I'm really not picky whatsoever at all. I would like to get maybe a bigger name that like out there, like a villain, to someone different. A Big J maybe. I think that could be fun.
Yeah, I think Big J is planning to make a return to Battle Rap too. So
Yeah. I think there's a lot of good matchups out there for me that would be like really cool. Oh, Zane Azurai, he can't duck the heat anymore. He has to come see me eventually.
nice. Yeah, that would be very good to see.
But yeah,
Big
I'll take
Zane
anything.
fan.
I just want to go see it. I just want to go see the UK. I think it'd be amazing.
Definitely. Yeah, it'd be good, man. And it's like one of the things I love about the scene that we have over here is like we're similar to No Coast in that sense, in that the crowds are just ready to see any form of battles. Like it doesn't matter what style you bring to the table, generally speaking, if as long as you're not choking or whatever, then you're gonna go down well over here. So
Exactly. And I like being different. So as long as like it's an area that can totally be okay with that, it's like it works perfect for me.
yeah, definitely, man. No, I like that a lot, and it'd be great to see you over here. But apart from that, man, that's kind of the battle rap questions done with, I guess. But I've been ending the show with some music questions, and then 3 like extremely random questions for the end of the show. But
All
like
right, cool.
in terms of music, like if you had to pick your top 3 all-time favorite albums off the top of your head, what would you go with?
Oh, that's so tough because, like I said, I am not. Like, this is going to blow a lot of people's minds. I'm not much of a music guy. I grew up not even being super big into music, but the first album that did get me into rap was Big Pun, Capital Punishment.
Yeah,
That was the
amazing.
main one that really got me into just hip hop in general. And then I would say, what other 3? I would say a Queen album, even
Okay.
though it's more just songs for me. And then I would maybe pick Kendrick. just because of how much he's influenced me just in like rapping and like the how to rap. But I'm such a nerd. Music's never really been my main thing, which is weird.
That's fair enough. It's still a very good list. Like me personally, I'm not a fan of Queen. I don't understand the hype behind them, but I
Oh,
do
I like it.
appreciate like what they did for music at the time. So
True.
yeah,
True.
it's a good list, man. And have you been to many like concerts and shows and stuff?
Yeah, that I have been to because I just love live shit, live performances and stuff. I went to like Brockhampton. I've been to uh, just different rap concerts, a lot of Tech Nine. I've seen Childish Gambino like 3 times, stuff
Nice,
like that. Yeah,
nice, man.
Lizzo. I just saw her.
Okay, yeah, nice. And who stands out as like the best live act for you then?
The best live act I've ever seen was R.A. the Rugged Man because I've seen him in 2 different times. One was in front of like 40,000 people, and one was in front of 6 people, and it was the same. So, like, the energy did not change no matter who he was rapping in front of. It was
Yeah,
actually insane to watch.
nice. Yeah, I've seen R.A. the Rugged Man too in front of probably about 40 to 50 people. Um,
Yeah.
and he was really good to be fair. So
Yeah, he kills it. He super kills it. That was probably
definitely
my favorite show.
nice. Yeah, I like that, man. And it's I know. Well, you've said you're not a big like music listener in general, but is there any like lesser known artists that you do listen to that myself or the listeners might not be aware of?
Maybe I listen to Zach Fox, who
Okay.
does like more comedy stuff. He does a lot of stuff with Kenny Beats. It's gonna be a weird shout out. I like these rappers who are like known for being meme rappers, but they're super popular. They're named MC Virgins. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, it's a weird name, but like I've been really into their music and they make really dope stuff. But it's like more meme rap than anything. I'm more of a goofy guy than an actual like when it comes to like rap stuff. So it's like my taste is real different. And then like the front bottoms, I would recommend the front bottoms to anyone. They're not rap music; they're more indie folk pop, but they're dope.
Nice. Yeah, I'll check all. I've not heard of any of those, man, so I'll check them all out definitely. But like the final three, as I said, they're extremely random. But are you
Cool.
are you a big sports fan, and do you have a favorite sports team?
I do. I do have a favorite sports team. I love the Dodgers. I love baseball, and I love UFC, the MMA specifically. I'm very, very big into. So, like, yeah, the Dodgers and MMA is my thing right now. Specifically, Anderson Silva, who is the GOAT to me.
Nice. Okay. Cool, man. And if you could pick anywhere in the world for your next like holiday or your next trip abroad, where would you go?
Um, I want to go back to Florida because I love Disney World because I'm a giant autistic child.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, I like that.
I would love to do that. I really wanted to go to the UK, man. I was planning on that, so that would definitely be on my list once this is all done, and I can go on another trip. And then back to Vegas because I'm a degenerate as well, and I just want to spend money.
Fair one. No, I like it, man. And where would you say is the most fun place you've been so far? Then would that be Florida or?
I do love Florida. I've been like 4 times, but I would say Denver or Florida is probably like the Denver or Orlando, probably
Right.
those 2 areas because I love Denver too.
Yeah, I really want to go to Denver myself, so I
Oh, that's the
appreciate that.
place, man. I
And
had a really embarrassing moment in front of like 3,000 people. I passed out and puked in front of a lot of people at a Joe Rogan show. It was cool though, man. It was a good time.
how? Like, what happened to bring that on?
Oh, it definitely was. Okay, so I was smoking a lot of weed and doing edibles, and apparently you're not supposed to drink, and you're supposed to drink a lot of water, and I didn't do that, and I drank a little bit, and then I got sick, and I got altitude sickness. I didn't
Yeah,
get to see Joe Rogan.
That sucks, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've pulled a whitey and had a similar experience myself in the past, to be fair. So,
Hey, man, it's tough, man. It's tough out there in these streets.
yeah, definitely. I actually did it at my first ever battle event and missed all the battles, so I feel your pain, man. But
Yeah.
the final question, which has brought up some terrible answers at points so far, to be honest, but you can pick one sweet and one savoury, but what, in your opinion, are the go-to munches?
Oh, sweet and savory. You know, like as a former fat person, because I've lost quite a bit of weight, I would say just any kind of brownie for a sweet. Because
Okay.
brownie/cheesecake is like the top tier when it comes to desserts.
Nice. I like that.
Savory, I would have to go. You just can't beat a steak, man. Like steak and potatoes, that's just the move. A good steak is like prime. So I'd have to go with steak and then like brownie or cheesecake. Probably a brownie like cheesecake.
Nice. Yeah, I like it, man. They're good answers. Big fan of that. But yeah.
What were the wrong answers?
Oh, so somebody very early on said chocolate coated raisins, which
What old person said that?
I couldn't believe it, man. Like, that's what you eat when your mum hasn't been shopping for a week, and they're the last
that's
thing in
when
the cupboard.
you go to your grandma's house and you open up a cupboard and you think it's like little buttons and stuff, but it's just chocolate covered raisins.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
agreed. Yeah, and then I mean, I don't know if you'll know what this is, but in the UK we have something called Marmite.
Okay, yeah.
It's a bit like Vegemite. I think you get that in the States, right?
We don't get it not easily in the States, but I do know of it.
Yeah, so it's like a yeast flavored spread. It's kind of like a jam consistency, but you can buy these, like, they're called Twiglets, and they're little, like, kind of like pretzel sticks that are flavored of Marmite, and they're honestly the worst thing in the world, and somebody said them. So
it sounds like it. It sounds like the worst thing in the world. I don't trust anyone's judgment who would pick either of those desserts.
Me either. Yeah, I very nearly cut them off there and then, to be fair, but
yeah, that's the only right thing to do, man. Only right thing to do.
But apart from that, man, that's pretty much all the questions done. But is there anything that you wanted to plug on the show, or any like links that you want in the description once the video drops?
I'm just to check out my my battle against Lex Luthor that just dropped like a month ago, and that's pretty much it, man. I have another like a music song thing I did just for fun for a challenge, but that's whatever. Yeah, just check out my battle. That's it.
Nice. Okay, man. Cool. I'll include that within the post. But again, thank you very much for taking the time to come on, man, and
no problem,
hopefully
man. Thanks.
Catch you at an event very soon.
You will, man. You will. You definitely will.
Definitely. But yeah, thanks again, man, and stay safe over there.
No problem, man. You too.
Take care.
Later.